We could watch another part.
I...
But come on, he's the guilty here.
Just for you, cheesy.
Hello and welcome back to
Thanks.
Guilty Gear Lore, Heaven or Hell. Thanks
That's
to those of you who
the
sent in corrections
the,
as well.
the Jacko,
The
right?
description
The other
below
one before
Yeah.
this one.
listing extra notes pertaining to each episode from now on. Thanks again to Arc System Works for
Oh,
sponsoring
they're
the video
happy.
and
I'm
verifying
happy that
every
they're
detail.
happy.
And remember,
Oh, they're
this
dead.
chapter of this story is coming.
This is over 1 year.
Yeah.
The year 2180.
I'm glad.
Justice is defeated.
Yeah, so Kai gets a bit confused by Justice saying, okay, well, fuck you.
I'm
2180 AD. Cliff Underson dies during the Second Holy Order tournament.
is
Valiant to the end, Cliff's final
The
return
goat.
to battle.
is
His mastery of
how
fate
old
in
is
such a
is
degree
Kai right
that it
now?
could temporarily
He's
de-age
like
his
18.
body, allowing him to fight in his
Fucking
prime.
8. Okay, I'm
His
gonna.
death is mourned. Operating in the shadows, the organization has been gathering deep intel on everyone and everything it can. Using combat data from Kai Kisk, Crow creates an imitation series soldier unit.
Oh,
known
that's
as Robo-Kai.
that's a cool one. I like them.
The
They look
Zessen
cool.
outrage component goes missing.
Oh, I
The
wonder who
Zessen
took it.
Fans, a relic of the Crusades, had been located inside of a Japanese colony until their recent disappearance at the hands of Anji Mito, a now missing Japanese colonist. He appears to be only motivated by sheer curiosity and wanderlust.
At least he's Japanese.
After the Crusades, a group of surviving on an island known as the Ganymede Archipelago. Uninterested in humanity, but entirely interested in research, the leader of this group manages to access and observe.
Why do they look like Spore characters or Skylanders characters?
Well, this is the
and will come to
backyard.
be known
This is like
as the backyard.
this is some deep stuff now.
2181 AD.
Oh, they don't explain it yet.
The Placard Company.
You
So
want me to
wait.
explain the backyard?
The backyard, that's like a pocket dimension?
Okay. Think the backyard is an alternate dimension that stores the data for every single thing in our dimension.
Okay.
It's like the server room of the universe, basically. And
So,
it contains like an infinite amount of knowledge and shit.
so, and it's just a big white void.
No.
It's not a big white void.
No, that was just like a thing. It's like an actual like place.
Okay.
You get to see it later.
Continuing then.
Near London, in the village built atop the Hydra.
We don't get an explanation for
homicides, independently
why
attracted
Faust
both
can
Kai
do
Kisk
what he
and sole
does,
bad
are
guy
we?
to
We don't get an
investigate.
explanation for that, do
No.
we?
With help from a
Yeah,
peculiar village doctor named
of
Faust,
course we don't.
Kai
Yeah,
uncovers
no,
a conspiracy
he's
involving the
fucking-
Placard
he's
Corporation.
mysterious, alright.
A pharmaceutical company destroys the village. With recruited help from Johnny and the Jellyfish Pirates, however, most
There's an
villagers
anime?
are evacuated aboard the May ship.
Something like that.
Kai,
Some kind of
Sol,
OVA.
and Faust handle the threat and use a last resort orbital
Fucking
satellite
scrungly
weapon
bungus.
to annihilate the Hydra. Cornered, Sebas overdoses on Vitae and becomes a gear, but he is quickly destroyed by Kai.
Imagine
The discovery of the golden
using your super
Johnny and
move
May.
and doing your epic anime
Ancient
transformation
site
only to
of
get
old-world ruins is
fucking
uncovered.
curb stomped by the
Many
guy you were fighting as
opportunists
if it was
and
nothing.
hustlers flock to it, including site confiscating black technology. Kai thanks Johnny and May for their
Wow, just
help
'cause the
during
tech's
Placard
black.
incident, but cannot allow them to
I guess
know that
segregation
criminal
didn't stop in
pirates
this universe.
A fight ensues, causing part of the ruins to crumble and reveal an ancient golden data disk.
No!
The disk activates a hologram explaining its purpose. A full record of old world technology, culture, and scientific world knowledge created in 2014. In the stunned commotion, Johnny performs a mist finder, cleaving the disk in two, and makes a break for it with May and one half of the disk as the rubble comes down.
What?
The Jellyfish Pirates later get a lead on the location of another full disk, but end up
So-
baited into a trap set by the Assassin Syndicate
Wait.
and
Wait,
Zack.
wait. Yes, this disc is a priceless artifact that has all the knowledge of the old world. Chop!
He did it
Chop!
to escape Kai. Well, don't worry, there's
Loyal
two of
and
them.
Infatuated subordinate. And
They didn't know that.
his attempt to steal the... He's soon caught by Potemkin, who respectfully greets Kai, politely
Does he
asking
have-
that he withdraw. The two discuss the nature
He
of
doesn't
their
have
mutual
enough fingers.
responsibility of protecting man from itself.
Also, by the way,
Ultimately
Potemkin's
comes to
actually
an
like a
impasse
super chill dude.
and
He's
choose
like pretty
battle.
smart too.
I'm glad. That's
He
good.
also draws with 10-ton pencils because he breaks any other pencils.
Kai barely triumphs.
Well, he
using
seems
his
like a
pride, the
chill
light
dude. I like him. I like
Oh, he
Potemkin.
is. He's
long
cool.
enough to grab the relic and flee. But Potemkin and the Zep soldiers give chase. An area destroyed by black tech where no life will grow for another century. Potemkin calls it
Must be a metaphor for something.
but cannot concede because letting him go will result in the IPF simply
I wonder what's
using
a-
the disc to
Okay,
obtain
can-
power.
Okay, this isn't relevant at all, but my man looks like he's a sentient cigarette butt.
For themselves.
I gotta roast him like that.
Kai swears to prevent this. Even if it
Man, I'm not the
means
one who's roasting him. I don't smoke.
which elicits waiting for Kai in the middle of the crater, his sole bad guy.
Wait, the ship was attacked by.
Soul
How did he
had been
attack it?
solo.
How do you attack an
Sword
airship?
can shoot
Soul
fireballs
had
and
been
shit.
drinking in a bar when Axel Lowe crashed in with copper in his tail.
I like that image.
Starts,
I like that
so
image a
bad
lot.
ends with fire. Axel explains that he was overheard uttering E equals MC squared, a phrase that only people exposed to black tech would know. Soul, concerned about
I'm
the dangerous
sorry?
development, tracks down the disc to a restaurant where it was pawned off as a
No.
decoration
No.
to a lively
No.
waitress named Jan Cradbury. She
What?
The phrase E equals MC squared would only be knowable to someone who was interacted with black tech? Really? Really now?
Apparently.
Really? Here, let's do a bit of Googling.
I don't think. Okay, this is the one thing I don't
equals
think was thought about that.
MC squared
not like
mean?
that hard.
It's mass energy equivalence, right? Do you know what that equation means?
I guess it was lost to time or something.
This cheesy. The laws of physics can't be lost to time.
Well, I guess no. Like specifically the phrase and like the equation.
It's it is a mathematical equation.
I don't know. This, okay, that might be the one iffy thing about
You
this.
can't just oh
Okay.
oh
Well,
gee,
you
what's
think we have
9
to worry
plus
about
10?
that?
I guess we don't have the knowledge to know ever
No,
since the
okay,
gears
okay,
attacked.
okay. Do you think, in a world with actual fucking magic, that they care about this?
Yes!
That doesn't
Yes!
make sense.
I really would! Because E equals MC squared is the entire reason why the modern world exists! E equals MC squared is... That is the equation that means that the transistors inside the computer you are currently staring at work. The E equals MC squared. You always see rockets go off. That's because E equals MC squared. You see fuel. You see fuel for
I'm
those
gonna bring
giant
up a good
airships.
point.
The reason
9 plus
that fuel
10
can be so efficient
not the
is
same.
because people know what E equals MC squared. Yeah.
I don't know.
E equals MC squared means that mass is equal to energy, and that mass can be energy, and energy can be mass. It means that they can be the same thing. E equals MC squared is the mathematical proof that says that things can have energy. If you don't know E equals MC squared, and if somehow in the hundreds of years of technological and magical advancement they've had, that they didn't come up with it again, then they did it without knowing that things can have energy?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they made something else, like not EMC squared specifically, but they had something else for it,
I
like another abbreviation. Over the North.
hold on, this
Wait,
is...
what?
God damn, there's, God damn it! I was hoping someone like posted a picture of it, but like there's a scene in Norm of the North where there's like this one nerd girl who, like has on her because she's
I've seen
quirky
Norm of the
nerd.
North.
She
Yeah,
has,
I know what you mean.
yeah, she has
Know her.
taped onto her wall fucking E equals MC squared. It's not useful at all to the discussion, but people do not forget math in war, Mono. People do not forget about math in war. Do you know?
Okay. Let's just move on. Let's live
The
and let live.
Romans invented their system of math so that they could wage war more effectively. When decades... Mono, explain to me how many decades you think the Roman Empire was at war for, and explain to me how much math they forgot. No, please, go on.
But the Romans being at war and the entire human race almost being destroyed are two different things.
So,
And also, magic has been a thing, and they probably didn't need to use much, like, and I don't know.
I give up. I give up. I give up. I actually give up.
Let's
Helps
just
fight off
move.
the final group of
on.
Axel's pursuers.
Sure. I give up. I just give up.
Soul activates the disc tech firearms. Soul is gunned down by bullets. Ty
Lol.
is shocked to see his superior already using the forbidden technology and realizes potential.
Wait, the forbidden technology of guns?
Captain
It's
notes
black
Ty's
tech.
refusal to play along and takes aim at him as well.
It just looks like a
He's
gun.
interrupted. Soul activates golden discs entirely.
But it was just a gun.
Testament and
But
the
it's
Maiden
black
of the
tech,
Dawn.
and remember last time people used
Through
black tech,
unclear means,
God tried to
Testament
come through and
survives
murder the
end
human
of
race.
Second Holy
But
Order
it's
tournament.
just...
Though he finds himself free from justice mind
But
control,
it's just a gun.
he remains a slave of the weight of his sins. He finds his way to the grave of his father.
Looks like
Cliff.
Sephiroth, kinda.
While reminiscing,
Yeah.
he meets a priest and a young orphan girl named Josephine. She is blind, but hopeful, and she has recently become a patient of Dr. Faust.
Oh, he's just
Without
fucking
warning,
floating there.
Venom ambushes
You know,
and
he's just
takes
helping
Josephine
people.
hostage. His termite grove, known as Hell's Forest. There,
Sounds like a good
Josephine
place to be.
introduces Testament to
I doubt
Dizzy.
anything will go wrong.
Innocent
Dizzy.
and pacifist, Dizzy was via rage convinces Venom
Oh,
to
she's
help save some
here?
villagers from the fire. Dizzy
I guess
approaches
she's here.
Josephine, but gets slapped. Angry and fearful, Josephine calls Dizzy a demon and tells her to go back to the forest.
I like how everything, out of everything in this fight,
Chasing
the
them.
slap was the most accentuated.
Testament swears
Yeah.
to Cliff in this moment
Yeah,
that he will
because everyone's
choose to
mean to
continue
Dizzy,
living
even though she's
to
like
protect Dizzy
just
as his
cool.
sole purpose.
Dizzy's just the wholesome waifu, except she's got the power to
Guilty Gear
blow up
X,
a
by your
mountain.
side.
I... What am I even supposed to think about what's, like, everything that I've experienced?
You've watched anime before. This shouldn't be that shocking.
Anime isn't like fucking... Hunter x Hunter even isn't like this. JoJo's
Yeah,
Bizarre
this is
Adventure
cooler.
isn't like
In a
this.
matter of days, word
This
spreads
is way
far
cooler.
and wide about the mysterious humanoid gear living in Hell's Forest, somehow still functional in a world without justice. As currently
Okay.
keeping the gear under surveillance.
I understood
The
Evangelion.
gear exerting its
I
own
understood
will without
JoJo's.
justice
I understood
terrified
Hunter x Hunter.
mankind.
I
The
understood
possibility of the emergence of a second
Promise
mass
Neverland or
further
Madoka
drove
Magica.
rumors
This is
spreading that nations were still
not that.
somehow intent on possessing military purposed gears. The people were having none of it, however, and took a stand. With the coming of an anti-gear movement, an announcement was made. Whoever brings about the demise of this dreadful gear shall be rewarded with the lofty sum of 500,000 world dollars.
Destroy the child?
Dizzy
Sure.
is described as an impossible being and the strongest gear on Earth, descended from man and demon. The power to rend the earth, burn the heavens, and destroy mankind. The powers that be seek her strength, but all she longs for is contact.
What?
Bounty hunters from around the globe.
It's a big ass tree. That's the mystical wise tree.
A number of familiar faces from the second Holy Order tournament crossed paths that she regretted being born.
Literally, this is not the plot of JoJo. This really isn't. I've read JoJo. This isn't the plot.
Save Disney by ending her life. Soul simply replies, "Gears must die." Faust then asks Soul whether his statement is directed at her.
JoJo doesn't have a wacky doctor that kills people and
Soul
wears a
makes his way through Hell's Forest to Testament. Through Testament.
Wait, shit, no, they do.
She asks him if a gear's life has any value. He replies that gears are weapons, and so are their hearts. Necro and Undyne awaken and attack Soul, ever protective of their host. As they fight,
I'm sure that outfit is entirely necessary.
with Soul
Anime.
recognizes as the same kind of power he faced when
They could at
Soul
least have the common decency to make the male characters wear it too.
Soul defeats Dizzy. He'll blow, however.
Dio?
He hesitates. In that moment,
Kono
Kai steps
Diada?
between them.
I'm sorry, I promise I'll be
He
funnier.
felt conflicted since the defeat of Justice, but now he is certain. Not all gears are truly
How
evil.
did Soul get his hair to be that
Soul
long?
accepts Kai's resolve
Um,
and leaves him to
gear
decide.
cells make your hair grow
As
really
Soul leaves,
fast.
Kai is shocked that Soul acknowledged him.
Sure. Fucking, let's go with that.
Life beyond the road.
Does he need to like shave twice a day then?
Yeah.
Kai tells Dizzy that he believes there's a place in the is distrustful of humans, but accepts Dizzy's choice to leave the grove. He chooses
Sexy.
to remain to ensure that she can live life
Hold on.
off the grid.
Hold on. Just. And. Same
They are
energy.
pretty similar.
Same energy.
They do look pretty similar, to be honest. Yeah, Testament's old design.
Yeah.
Away from those that would hunt her down. Kai entrusts her to
I wonder if one was inspired after the other.
mate ship.
Maybe.
Notably,
Which one came
which is
first?
named for each month
Guilty Gear.
finally gets its
Okay, yeah,
final
then Envy. Yeah, I could see Envy being inspired by.
Bradbury, who witnessed
by
the
Testament.
conclusion of these events while hiding, then went on to claim the bounty for
No way,
Dizzy's
Food Wars?
and used the money to open up her own Chinese restaurant. For inexplicable reasons, it burned
Guilty
down
Gear
shortly
Food
after
Wars
it
crossover
became
when?
debt for repairs. Shortly after
Okay,
the
we're almost
events
done.
of Hell's
Jesus.
Forest, Zato
We're-
is killed by Milia Rage. Her complicated feelings of simultaneous admiration and hatred lead her to decide that she
No,
must
Zato
avenge
didn't
her through vengeance.
die. He got
Venom,
corrupted by the
who would
weird
give
monster.
His own life to save Zato,
Well, Zato
is
technically
unable
dies.
to do so.
How
Amelia finds
many
and kills
times
Zato.
has Zato died?
She is left feeling hollow inside, unaware that the forbidden
Once.
beast Eddie was now fully in control
Wait.
of the dead.
Oh, just this time then?
With Zato dead, Venom becomes
Okay.
the
Yeah,
highest
okay.
ranking member of the
So-
syndicate.
If you want me to explain, yeah, I can.
Hold on. No, I saw something.
The highest ranking
I saw
member.
something. This object.
What is that? I don't. That is not the same thing. It is not the same thing.
You sure?
That would be really. That would be
Because
really cool.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay, but
You know,
those are
I-
two. They're just both coffins. It's the only like
I-
similarity they have.
I see a big metal coffin. You know that. I mean, I assume this one has something sussy inside, and you know, I don't need to assume that
That
this one has
would-
something sussy inside.
You know
I-
that.
I
would
just
be
call them
cool.
like I see them.
But wait, look at the coffin again. It doesn't have like the side things.
Oh no, yeah, well, it could be, it could have been one of those things where it's like Portal 1, Portal 2.
Of the
I
syndicate.
guess.
Put
I don't
on a
think so,
shirt,
though.
The leader of the isolated independent type gear colony in the Ganymede archipelago continues his research.
Wait. So this independent gear colony was like still working around the clock, toiling away.
Yeah,
But
they're just
everyone
kinda
was up in
doing
arms
everything.
because it's like, whoa, there's a gear operating on their own in this one forest.
They don't know about these people. I don't think they don't know about this like island. Maybe, maybe not. They're like isolated.
Cheesy,
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me a world with magic and crazy
I don't
technology
know.
and magic and stuff, and they don't have any equivalent to our satellite mapping system.
No, I think they do. But I don't know if they. I mean, maybe they did know about him. I don't know.
Known as Dr. Paradise.
I don't know why I'm arguing all of this. It's not going to make sense the more I argue it.
Is almost unparalleled. After
Yes,
the
the
successful
early like
contact
lore
with the
stuff that
mysterious
wasn't
reality
like
known
it's
as
a lot
the
of this stuff is still
Backyard,
vague
he discovers
because
an
like story
isolated
modes are
structure
like
within it called
still like
the
weird.
cube.
Creative?
It isn't clear at this point what it is or how it works.
I think it's a
It
cube.
appears to have been built by that man.
Batman.
All
Elsewhere,
goes back to
a
that
servant of that
man.
finishes
Does.
a report.
Riddle me this, that man.
That man, covered in robes, remarks to himself that it is interesting that there was a daughter, and assigns his servant to monitor her. He then thinks aloud that this has truly created yet another reason to be killed by him.
I am very glad. You have no idea how joyous I am.
He didn't say guilty gear.
Yeah, that he didn't say, this has created another guilty gear.
Yeah, that actually would have been hilarious. I want that to be the actual thing he says instead.
If that happened, my skeleton
You
would
just
have
quit.
phased into the fourth dimension, and I would have flopped down and then died.
That's funny. So what do you think? We're part 2 of the 7-part series.
I am in like you know that state of mind that you'll be in when like you're talking to someone about something that you kind of care about. In my case, the concept of logic, and like
Yeah.
they just keep talking about like that thing that you care about, but they clearly don't know anything about it, but they're just so mind-numbingly confident, and like you just try and like call them out, but they just keep going, and then you just like you get to the point where it's like you want to argue, but like you say like a word, and immediately you feel regret at the fact that you're even trying, because you know for a fact that like you trying isn't going to change anything, that every word in protest is a word wasted, that it's just going to it's not going to stop, but you just like you know that feeling when like the concept of using words to talk to someone starts to hurt. I am in that mind state.
And that's why this is peak fiction.
I am going to use surgery to put a spit shine on all of my organs and my brain in order to properly purge myself of all of these memories and the corruption that it has placed on me.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. It was cool, wasn't it?
Something has broken inside me tonight, Cheesy. Something has broken.
Okay. Whatever you do then, don't look up Blaze Blue lore. Because that's even more convoluted and stupid than this. and it's also made by Arc System Works.